We came to the mouth of the Mae Sap cave system looking for cheap thrills and maybe an exciting escape. 4 souls ready for a dance with danger. My shaky camera lens framed Diane as she paused at the entrance. A final chilling shot? Was this the entrance to adventure or the last glimpse of the living world? Our pathetic defenses, mere sticks against the abyss, offered us no salvation. Would these flimsy weapons suffice against the primal horrors lurking within? The odds were bleak, and no sane person would wager on our survival. The moment we crossed that threshold, the air turned to ice as unseen perils slithered and watched from the encroaching shadows. My companions, so full of life and naive wonder, ventured into the darkness ahead, their forms swallowed by the gloom. I lingered, transfixed by the cave's poetry, the colors and the ancient shapes that adorned the walls, a symphony of artistry carved by time itself. This cathedral of stone had witnessed eons, standing before the symphonies of Mozart, the reign of Cleopatra, and even the first whisper of mankind's existence. Then a sound. It was not a drip of water or the scuffle of my friends. It was a singular alien noise that pierced the stillness. A curious, chilling ring that belonged to no natural thing I knew. I alone had heard it. The others too far gone into the labyrinth to catch its whisper. The awful knowledge settled over me like a shroud. We are not alone. Something, a creature of this deep, is following our trail. Uncertainty warred with fear, and in my terror and ignorance, I became its sole keeper. I sprinted ahead to rejoin the group, seeking refuge in a false promise of their company. A shield in numbers that would ultimately prove to be no protection at all. In a desperate last-ditch plea for existence, our elder, Jim, strikes at the rock, a stalactite. We are just buried too far beneath the earth's indifferent surface for a single soul to hear our final, futile cry. It was a fool's ignorance to stray from the others, a mistake I now pay for each agonizing moment. The twisted passages of this subterranean labyrinth mock me, a cruel joke I've heard before. I know this rock, this familiar cold curve in the wall. I'm not merely lost, I'm circling my own grave. The cave is a tomb, and I its sole occupant. My dwindling confidence is replaced by a chilling certainty. This is my end. Then again, the chilling sound returned. Not a ghost of my imagination this time, but a brutal, undeniable declaration. It was a summons I could no longer refuse, a warning I could no longer bury. My blood screamed for me to run, but where could I flee? The cold stone walls were not a sanctuary. They were a cage. We were not merely lost, we were hunted. My eyes scanned the darkness, searching for a shape, a shadow, anything to betray the presence of our silent pursuer. Emerging from that subterranean prison offered me no reprieve. An impossible ascent awaited, a vertical climb up an endless, treacherous staircase that defied logic. Did I dare keep this camera rolling, documenting my final agonies? My only prayer is that this camera I clutch in my hand is one day unearthed, its footage revealing our fate to a world that needs to know our truth. The incline was unimaginable cruelty. My legs shrieked in protest with every step. Yet, I trudged onward, driven by a desperate will to escape this horror. Finally, an opening in the cave revealed itself, and without warning, a blinding incandescent light erupted from within. A defiant beacon in the darkness I so desperately needed. The statue of Buddha, an ancient sentinel in the heart of the mountain, did not just give me hope, it forged it. It lent me a steely resolve that fueled my following actions that maybe, just maybe, helped save us all in the end. This tale concludes not with despair, but with a quiet triumph of hope, a raw relief of rescue, and a bone-deep exhaustion that just felt earned. I descended that endless, winding path, 1,000 stairs of hope, with a plan, a strong heart, and an unshakable resolve. We would survive. Would we ever return to Mae Sap? I suspect not, but the mountain had changed us. We became better people for it. Our friendship forged in fire, our gratitude for life itself, a profound and harrowing echo of our survival.